how would you like to turn your gift into a unique and sustainable coaching business built on high vibe and high paying clients that you can run from anywhere in the world? And what if you could do that, attracting your ideal clients without spending and risking any money on expensive ad campaigns and without going to any expensive networking events? Yeah, I get it. Now you're probably thinking, how is this even possible? Has anyone ever built a business like that? And I totally understand it. And the best way I can explain this to you is with the story of how the Wright brothers invented the world's first flying airplane. It was back in 1903 when the race was on all around the world to invent the first plane that could fly. And most people became absolutely obsessed with the engine of these planes. People started building larger and larger engines with more and more horsepower and strapping them to planes, completely ignoring the aerodynamics and the wings of these planes. This resulted in some of the fanciest and more powerful engines the world has ever seen, but it also resulted in planes that couldn't get off the ground, and they were great to look at, but completely useless. The Wright brothers took a different approach. While the entire world became obsessed with engines, the Wright brothers became obsessed with the plane and its aerodynamics. They first focused on a plane that could fly without an engine, and then, when they had the recipe right, they strapped an ordinary engine to it, and bingo. The world's first flying airplane was invented. The thing is that everyone in the online coaching industry wants you to think that this is not even possible. But if you think that there must be a better way and you are curious to know what the way is, then you are definitely in the right place. The harsh reality is that most coaches, actually 60% of them, never make more than $30,000 per year. And depending on where you live in the world, this doesn't even cover your rent. And 96% of coaches don't even make it. And this is terrible, not only for them because they don't get to turn their passions and their gift into a business, but also for all the people that they could be serving and cannot benefit from the services either. The thing is that most coaches don't get to do what they love, use the unique gift, changing lives and impacting the world. And the reason for this statistic is that it gets real hard to find a system that works and it is aligned with you and your inner self. Most coaches have a lot of skill and great knowledge to change people's lives, but they don't have a system in place that helps them get results in their business. And when they find something that gets them some results, they end up burnt out and giving up because hustling 24/7 relentlessly wasn't what they were looking for. There are many coaches out there that are not getting what they want because they get so overwhelmed with choice that end up exhausted and thinking that this is just too hard for them. And I get it because I was there too. There is so much information out there that you never know which is the right one. There are so many gurus and specialists selling this one thing and then this one other thing, and then you end up getting confused and completely overwhelmed, spending thousands of dollars and wasting so much of your time, getting nowhere. And look, over the last few years, I have come up to a conclusion, and that is that only coaches with real passion for what they do and able to find an actionable, proven system that generates results clockwise become really successful. My name is Carlos Adell, and I help coaches start up and scale up, turning their gift into a unique brand that helps them succeed with certainty. My clients and me do that using my proven system to organically attract consistent and qualified leads and make at least $10,000 per month with your coaching business. Now, in the next few minutes, I'm also going to share with you the two things that 6- and 7-figure coaches do and unsuccessful coaches don't do. The biggest mistake that most coaches are making when it comes to getting consistent and qualified leads, and the simple, proven 6-step blueprint that will allow you to run a highly successful coaching business starting right now. Now, over the last couple of years, I have been very privileged to have coached and have spoken to thousands of people of every nationality you can imagine, attending live events all over the world. I have learned from some of the most influential and successful people and coaches in the world, and most importantly, I have built a coaching business that has allowed me to support my family and spend time with all the friends I have been making along my way. I've been lucky enough to have lived in 20 plus different places and in several countries over the last 10 years, and I enjoy spending time with everyone that has made a difference in my life since I started my coaching journey. Now, if you are a coach looking for a proven system to turn your passions into a profitable business, get consistent high vibe leads so you can make $10,000 per month or more, and you want to do it full time, then you are definitely in the right place. Now, the top 2 coaches that I work with are established coaches who are making some money but not yet doing over $10,000 a month consistently, and committed and passionate coaches that are still in their 9 to 5 and have decided that it is time to turn their passions into profits. Now, I want to share with you a story of one of my clients, Marta Moya. I love Marta. She is an awesome and determined human being. She started working with me soon after she started her own coaching business. Marta was an online business coach. She was already seeing some success, but in a very inconsistent way. Only 3 weeks implementing what she was learning in my program, and she saw how her income went up by 4 times. The best thing is that most of what we did was working on her mindset and align her business with who she really was. Last time I spoke to her, she was in Morocco, and I believe that she's spending the summer in Cyprus while I'm shooting this video today. Now, let me introduce you to Simone. He's an amazing human being, and I am super proud of him, not only as a coach, but also as a friend. Simone was brave enough to quit his 9 to 5 and go all in on his dream coaching career. He was unsure of his niche and he couldn't get any client board. When we first talked, he was pretty discouraged and lacking all sorts of motivation. He had tried everything for months and was getting no results. And on top of that, he was feeling the pressure of not making any money and living on his savings because he didn't want to go back to corporate. He got his first paying client after 2 weeks into my program. He developed a signature program that got people results and hit his first $10,000 a month after 2 months with me. Now here we have Tatiana Maenion. She is now running her own business, helping pet groomers all over the world. When I met her, she had this business idea and was feeling stuck and unable to make it work. She was also challenged with money and time, since she had no savings and was looking after her family as a full-time mom. She had to pay on her credit card. We started working together, and after 3 weeks into the training, she had already paid back the investment and had also become the go-to person in the industry. She was invited to a national contest in Australia as the expert in her field. What she did was to go all in and burn the bridges behind, and now she is crushing it. Now, let me tell you the benefits of this organic lead generation system. It works every single time, and it requires no capital to make it work. That means no financial risk. The only thing that you need is what you already have, which is your Facebook account and your phone or your laptop, which is something that I'm pretty sure that you already have with you at this moment. Then it's all about building genuine, lasting relationships with your prospects and clients. And being completely honest with you, to me, the most fulfilling part of this business and my job, it is the relationships and connections that I have built over the years with the people I have been able to help. Most of my clients have become some of my closest friends today, and I consider them part of my family. And finally, it's based on proven results from hundreds of coaches around the world. Now, in the coaching business, I'm sure that you've noticed that people fall into one of two categories. We got the grinders, coaches who make some money sometimes and no money most of the time, or who spend way too much time making too little. They usually don't have a consistent system to attract clients and live in constant fear that they will run out of clients, and as a consequence, they will run out of money as well. They end up being a coach that gives their advice for free. Then we have the badass coaches who are absolutely crushing it, making more and more money and spending less and less time. They did whatever it took to make their business work, and they went through the initial struggle for what it is their dream job today. And as a result, they are the ones that transform the most lives and make the most money and the most impact. Now, after years in that industry and having talked to thousands of people all over the world, I have realized that there's two things that 6- and 7-figure coaches do when it comes to run their businesses and their lives that unsuccessful coaches don't do. The first thing that badass coaches do, it is that they never ever wait for the perfect moment to start. If you are already thinking about it, then you're ready to start. Otherwise, this would not be in your mind in the first place. We all know that the first best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. The second thing that badass coaches do, it is that they understand that they need to dream big and take action to become great and be highly successful. I've learned over the years that dreaming small and not having a clear vision of what I want has done nothing else but holding me back from achieving my wildest dreams. I also learned the hard way that taking no action now means most of the time paying a higher price later. If you are here because you want to use your uniqueness and your gift to make the world a better place and are genuinely interested in helping people and contributing, this is definitely the place for you. Now I want you to stop for a moment and let this next point really sink in, because it's a big one and it's almost the exact opposite to what everybody else out there is telling you. Today in the coaching industry, we are repeating the Wright brothers story over and over again, and everyone's telling you that you should build the perfect funnel with the perfect webinar and run ads to it, or build online coaching programs and sell them on every single social media platform, or use fancy technologies to run your business and network like a ninja. And yes, building a perfect funnel and a converting webinar does make money. But the reality is that it could take you months to do that yourself and cost you thousands of dollars before seeing any return on your investment. So it's definitely not the best way to make $10,000 per month quick. Then, building online programs and promoting them on every single social media platform sounds good, but how do you make this work without building authority first and not spending several thousands of dollars on ads? And how do you know these online programs will work without a proof of concept? How will you know that they are the right ones for the people to buy without you having tested first if the public is ready to buy? And then finally, using the fanciest technologies and networking might sound promising, but today, the new technologies are out of date before you learn how to use them. And there's new software, systems, platforms being released on a daily basis, so it's nearly impossible to catch up on all of them. And networking is, it's awesome, and I encourage you to do so, but beware that networking internationally can become very, very time consuming, and it is very expensive. Now, as the Wright brothers demonstrated, the only thing that you need to take off is an airplane that can fly without an engine. That means building a coaching business that it is solid and can grow organically. Paid advertisement and fancy technology should only be used to scale things up when your business is already flying high. Most coaches are obsessed with the hottest paid traffic sources and completely ignoring the most important thing of all, that will take you to $10,000 per month fast. And this is building authentic, genuine relationships with your ideal clients first. Basically, in the coaching space, people will only buy from you if they know you, they like you, and they trust you. And the only way to do that is organically. Here's the 2 things you need for success. The first one is to build authentic, genuine, and real relationships with your ideal clients. And the second one is a proven system for converting those relationships into paying clients. When you have those 2 things in place, then you generate the most important thing that matters in your coaching business, and that is consistent monthly strategy sessions. Because if you're not making the income that you want in your coaching business, then let me ask you a question. How many strategy sessions did you have in the last 7 days? And if that number is low, then let me ask you another question. What proven system did you use in the last 7 days to try and generate those strategy sessions? You see, in the coaching business, it's easy to get distracted by all these new shiny objects. But the raw reality is that generating strategy sessions is the only thing that matters in getting you to over $10,000 per month fast. It's the kick-ass coaches that value building authentic relationships and who use a proven system that generates the most consistent strategy sessions, the ones that get the most success. Whereas the grinders follow no system and have an empty appointment book. So, what does this system look like? This is what I call the Unstoppables program, and it is the system that has allowed me to build a successful business that allows me to travel the world while making huge impact on people's lives and living the life I always dreamed about. It is the system that allowed me to make $20,000 on my first month in business, and that has allowed many others to get similar and even better results without spending a single cent in paid advertisement and without needing to go to any network events all over the world. Now you might be wondering, but hang on, I ended up watching this video after opting in some kind of funnel or after clicking on a Facebook ad, and yes, you might be right. That might be true. And I don't want you to think that this is because this business doesn't work. It is because my business now it's a completely different stage where I'm scaling it to 7 figures and I set up a completely different system. However, I do recommend to use this system here to generate clients organically and build your business to $10,000 per month consistently or more without risking any money, exactly as my other clients do. And I still have a big portion of my business that is coming through the organic way. So this system absolutely works and it will do for you as well. So how does this system look like? The first thing we do is to understand what is your uniqueness, your gift, your vision and your mission, and turn this uniqueness into an X factor that will help you succeed with certainty. The first step will be to establish and create authority for yourself. So you are seen and heard. You are the expert. You are the kick-ass coach. The next step is to understand where your target audience is, where your target market spend time on social media. Then we need to start adding value for your tribe through an added value content marketing strategy. And then we go and we build these genuine, authentic relationships with your tribe, and after you have fostered these relationships, you will lead them through your conversion funnel. And this is where you're going to give them the opportunity to have a strategy session with you. And remember that this is the metrics that matters the most. The more strategy sessions you are able to generate, the more income you will make. Then, after the strategy session, you will enroll a certain percentage of these clients into your program and you will work with them to deliver a real result. And after you get your clients some results, you will keep building authority for yourself. And this is how you build a highly profitable coaching business without spending $1 single on advertisement. Now, before we move on, let me talk about Sergio. Sergio started from scratch, with no authority, with no online business, no nothing. He was working full-time for a company in Barcelona and he wanted to become a business coach. He did not even have a Facebook account when we got started. After 4 weeks into my program, he had landed 3 clients and had banked $15,000. Now, he does what he most loves and he travels the world while he's doing it. Then, this is Khaled. I met him when he was still in his full-time job. He wanted to become a coach and a motivational speaker, and he also wanted to write his book. At the time I'm shooting this video, he is in Kenya on an international tour, traveling the world and presenting his books. He has become a successful life coach and business consultant, and he's living his dream life today. Now, you must have the right system to generate the right results. And now you have a very important choice to make. You can either do things the hard way, and this is like trying to unlock this code on your own, like put in the 4-digit numbers, where there's literally 10,000 different combinations, and this alone might take you a year or two, like it did in my case, or even risking to get stuck and never finding a way that works to create a successful coaching business. Or you can do it the easy way and just get the key to unlock the code and get the results in the shortest amount of time. And right now you're probably wondering, how can I get this key to a proven system to organically get consistent leads where you can get to $10,000, $20,000 or even $30,000 per month in a short period of time? Because the fact is that by having this key, you will be able to impact and transform more lives, you will create more freedom for yourself, and you will do what you most love doing every day and get paid for it. Right now, I'm looking for my next success story. I'm looking for my dream client. And here's how the process works. For a limited time only, I'm going to present you the opportunity to have a complimentary customized 30-minute planned session done with me over the phone, where we are going to do 3 things. The first one is to get clear on what you want. The second one is to get clear on your challenges and how to overcome them, and this is anything that might be slowing you down, problems that you might be facing to achieve your goals, and most importantly, how to overcome those challenges. And the third thing we're going to do is that I'm going to help you build a personalized game plan so you can achieve your business outcomes quick. Now, the reason why this is complimentary is because I don't know if we're going to be a good fit or not. I don't know if we're going to be a match. And if we are, then that's going to be exciting, because after the game plan session, I'm going to invite you for the opportunity to work with me to implement the game plan so we can smash it together and I can see you achieve the success that you deserve. And if we are not a great fit, hey, that's completely okay too, no problem at all. You will walk away with a clear game plan that you can action right away. So who's this game plan for? It is for coaches that want to build genuine, authentic relationships. It is for coaches that are committed to get results for themselves and also for the clients. And it is for coaches that want to consistently generate $10,000 every single month. And who is this not for? This is not for grinders. This is not for coaches who don't believe in coaching and rather do things on their own. This is not for coaches who give up too easily because they expect to have no challenges along the way. Because I believe that life's not about winning. Life's about doing whatever it takes to make your dreams come true. Life is about making the decision to be successful and work for it no matter what. It is about knowing what you want and going for it, knowing that there is not going to be a way back. So if you are one of these coaches that give up too easily or that believes that success comes always easy, this is not for you. Because success and real growth comes after effort and struggles and setbacks. And the difference between those who make it and those who don't, it is the determination to make things work. So, the better the fit, the better the results. I'm only looking for people that I am 100% certain that I can get results for, and people that I am 100% sure that they will get a return on the investment. The truth is that I can't help everyone, and I don't want to either. If I'm not certain that I can't get you results, I will not work with you. I'm looking for a win-win-win situation, so you must win, your clients must win, and as a result, I win too. So your next step moving forward, click the button below, choose a day that suits you for a call with me, and fill up the short application form. This will help me understand a bit better who you are, so I have a better idea of what you want before we jump on the call. And now, just one more thing, this comes with a warning. I only take on 2 new clients per month, and that's because I like balancing my life. I do enjoy my time with my family, and I also run another businesses, and I need to make sure that I provide the best possible service to my current clients as well. My appointments book only has limited spots and books out very fast. And once the spots are gone, they're gone. So the only thing left to do right now is to go below, click the button, fill up your application form, and I will see you on the call. And yeah, I look forward to talking to you very, very soon. Bye.